transformation of a monotone king statue came in 1949, when sculptor Eric Morris was the first to apply heraldic colours, enabling the incredible detail of the work to be highlighted for the first time. The statue was refurbished 11 years later, but by the late 1960s it was in a sorry state. That's when my small involvement came in. In 1968 I was a young engineer working on the design of Weymouth's first gyratory traffic scheme. This involved major alterations to the road layout, and it was also the opportunity to give the old king a more fitting landscaped setting. As part of this, the then borough engineer, John Housigo, tasked me with organising the repainting of King's statue. We employed expert signwriter Mr. Biles of Bridport to do the artistic work and to apply the large areas of real gold leaf to the lion and to other embellishments. The late historian Jack West researched the heraldic colours for us. It's interesting to note the subtle differences with today's scheme. On the back of the monumental plinth there is a large original inscription which we considered having recut, but it was much too worn. So stone carver John Selman of Nottington was commissioned to produce a much smaller replica on a stone plaque which we had affixed to the front of the plinth at ground level. In 1970 I borrowed a cherry-picker hydraulic hoist to take these high-level pictures of our traffic management scheme then in progress. It was a unique vantage point from which to see the recently repainted statue and the new paving and landscaping, which is all part of our scheme. It's interesting to note the many shops and businesses along Royal Terrace and Frederick Place, many of which are now long gone. Whilst the code stone itself withstands perfectly the seafront environment, sadly the paint and the gilding do not. By the 1980s, the statue needed a revamp, but lack of funds meant no gold leaf, so poor Leo had to make do with a dull khaki paint. Moving on to 2008, we can now welcome the first total restoration of Weymouth's King statue in its 200 years. No superficial repainting this time. 20 coats of grey, black, green and coloured paint have been removed from the pale grey code stone. Inside the hollow sections, stainless steel structural reinforcement has been added, and the whole tableau has been strengthened. All credit to everyone involved, including artist Warwick Brown. It is only at close quarters that you can see the incredible workmanship and artistry of Code and Seeley of so long ago. Stand back and you can appreciate the superbly aesthetic arrangement of all the elements. As an artistic composition, it is spot on. Those original designers really were brilliant. The story does not end there. Knowing they will not be able to afford gold leaf in 5 years' time, and with a Republican now on the books, the authority has decided that Weymouth's royal history is bunk after all. The lion will remain caged for health and safety reasons, and this has just been unveiled, well in time for the 2012 Olympics. Honi soit qui mal y pense. Look it up.